Open goal at the 1. The pass is going to be caught. Ryan Switzer inside the pylon left side for the Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown.
You had Justin Evans, who's the free safety, trying to cover him in man coverage, and that wasn't going to happen.
For Ryan Switzer, his first touchdown as a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Ryan, just for maybe people who aren't aware, tell us where you grew up and how you were a lifelong Steelers fan.
I'm from Charleston, West Virginia. Lifelong Steelers fan.
Is that fair? No.
Yeah, it's fair. I've been to a couple of Steelers games when I was a kid. I followed Randy Moss and the Vikings a lot because Randy's from right near my hometown. So, but the Steelers and Vikings were the two teams that I obviously followed real close. You
were actually here at the UPMC Rooney Sports Complex in the indoor for the punt, pass, and kick competition. Do you remember taking part in that?
Yeah, I remember bits and pieces of it.
I mean, that was a pretty big deal, right?
At the time, it was a big deal. It was certainly something that I enjoyed, but being here and competing and then actually getting to go. I think they were playing New England. We were at the game, and then at halftime they brought all the participants out on the field to throw a pass. So
how'd you do?
Can't remember. I would assume I did okay, but can't remember.
Has it been a whirlwind? Is that a fair word to use? Just how you've gone from Dallas to Oakland and now here in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, that's a very fair word to use. Obviously, you never know how your path's going to go in the NFL, and certainly being drafted last year to Dallas, I didn't expect everything that happened to go down, but ultimately, right now I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm really happy to be in Pittsburgh, being close to home, being with such a historic organization. It's everything happens for a reason, and I believe that, and I'm happy to be here.
How did that trade go down? I guess, how did you find out that, hey, pack up your bags, you're now going to Pittsburgh?
I got pulled out of a team meeting and went upstairs to meet with Reggie, and he told me I was coming to Pittsburgh, and honestly, I couldn't get out of there fast enough. I mean, I was ecstatic to come here and be back on the East Coast, be back to a town and to a city that I'm familiar with, and yeah, I was really hyped up.
Who's the #1 person that you're leaning on, maybe just to help you adjust to everything here in Pittsburgh?
I'm real close with Blaine Stewart. Blaine and I grew up together. He's from the Morgantown area, so I've known Blaine for a while now. He's been a big help. But the team in general has just been very welcoming. They've been great. The guys have been great. The receiver room has been fantastic. I've made friends quick. I'm getting along with everybody, and they've made the transition really smooth for my wife and I.
In terms of the offense, is that maybe the harder part of your job to get on that moving train with?
I wouldn't say harder. It was a little bit more challenging early on because I didn't have the install days in the summer or in training camp. These guys were getting ready for a season, so I kind of had to do a lot. I mean, I did have to do a lot of studying on my own, and the trust factor is very important in terms of creating a role for yourself offensively, and it's hard to create trust in a short amount of time, but I felt like I've come in and I've done a good job of really knowing the plays and knowing where I'm supposed to be when I'm supposed to be there, and hopefully I can continue to earn this coaching staff's trust and Ben's trust. I think I took a step in the right direction, this week, and looking forward to down the road.
How do you earn a quarterback's trust? I guess what's something that you can do to show him, hey, I'm going to be ready for you if you need me in a game?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard right now. You're playing with a 15-year vet, someone who's going into the Hall of Fame, someone who's got a Super Bowl ring, who's seen a plethora of receivers. So me coming in being a young guy, really this is my first season playing offense. I didn't play much offense in Dallas last year, so. But I'm a receiver. I was all ACC in college. I own all the receiver records at UNC, so I know how to play the position. But in order to earn a guy like Ben's trust, you got to know what to do. You got to know when he calls on you. You got to, it's the experience of proving him right's got to be there. And I enjoy playing with him. very smart guy. He sees the field so well, and you know, he distributes the ball to a lot of different guys. And with Ben, I've noticed in the short time that I've been here, everyone has a chance to get it, no matter the play.